Hey, welcome everybody. Tony Porter, Tabletop Baseball Digest, and here we are with another Deep Drive Baseball 1967. I'm replaying all of Tom Terrific's rookie starts. In this start, I believe it's 3 or 4. Not totally sure. I think it's 3. Had a so-so first outing, terrible second outing, uh, better third outing, and let's see what happens in this fourth outing. So he struggles so far. And this here we're facing the Reds at Crosley Field. The Reds were 87 to 75, and let's get started. It's going to be. I had to pull some cards from different teams to get the players who started for the Mets in this one. It was Sandy Alomar with the Chicago White Sox, and he's a shortstop for the Mets today. He's a 4 shortstop. That's above average. So we're going to make a little note of that. I do like a little circle there with my pencil. And here's the pitch from Gary Nolan. Gary Nolan pitching for the Reds versus Tom Terrific. 55, and that's going to be. Oh, this is his batting card. Hold on a second. I got the wrong Nolan card. And I bet you I put his pitching card. There we go. So 55 is going to be line base hit for Alomar. So strokes a BB to center field for a single, and he had 2 stolen bases and 40. So he's a pretty good stolen base number. He's a 0. Bench is not the catcher just yet. He's on the team. He's just not the catcher just yet. Edwards is a 0. So we're going to try to steal. There he goes. He is safe with a 7. So it's a stolen base. A single and a stolen base for Sandy Alomar. Here's Chuck Hiller. Had to pull him from Philadelphia with an 82 and an 82 with a 5, and that is bounce to second base. That'll move the runner over. So with 1 out, the Mets have a runner at third base. The infield will be playing back. Here's Al Ludlow. I grabbed him from Pittsburgh, and that's going to be a 34 with a 7, a fly ball to right. We're going to roll. Sandy Alomar should be. Yeah, he's fast, so he gets an advantage, and ooh. Ooch. All right. Let's see where that is. Let me put this to the side. It's all right. It's okay. Don't call EMS on me. Let's see. F9. Well, we know that, but we need to find this here. So he's fast, and it's 90, and he will hold. Actually, it's a -10, so that's a 5 to 76. This is a 5 to 76, a 77 to 87. So he's going to be out. He's going to be out at the plate. So it's a fly ball to right. It's a 9-9-2 with the right fielder not picking up. He's out at home. And 9-2, and I can't get this to out. Let's see, that's going to be a double play, and I'm not getting that. Why not? 3 outs allowed. Only 3 outs allowed in the inning. Okay. All right, I see what's going on here. Let's do that and get rid of that one. Yep. So it should be 2 out. Yep. Double play. So they throw him out at home, and Sandy Alomar gets caught trying to score on a sac fly. All right, so it's Tommy Harper. He plays pretty fast. 37 and 2 is bounced to first for out number 1. Vita Pinson next for the Mets outfield. From left to right is Tommy Davis, Bosch in center, Luplow in right. Around the infield is Boyer at third, Alomar at short, Hiller at second, Kranepool at first. Behind the plate is Grody. Here's Seaver. Winds and deals to Pinson. That's going to be a 46 and an 8. That's lifted to left. Tommy Davis is there. And it's P. Rose. 36 will be a fly ball again. Left center field. On the run is Davis, and Davis catches up to it. All right, top of the second. Going to be facing Tommy Davis. Here he is. Here's the pitch from Nolan, a 0-6, and that's ripped. Base hit to left. So Tommy Davis is on base. Here's Steady Eddie Kranepool. Doesn't strike out very much. We're going to try a hit and run here. And that's a 48, which will be a ground ball. So the runner will make it to second base on the ground ball. 5-3. All right, Kenny Boyer. Pitch, and it's a 13, ball 4, and he walks, shows some patience, and it pays off. So Gary Nolan allows a single and now a walk. You got 2 men on, 1 out, top of the second. Brody with a 53. That's just missed. That's a base hit, and that's in the gap. That's going to be cut off by Pinson, and coming around to score and going to third is Boyer. Next up is Don Bosch. Here's the pitch, and that's a 71, and that'll be a swing and a miss, and he goes down on strikes. And Tom Terrific now. 1-0 Mets, first and third, 2 outs, and the pitch to Terrific. It's a 14, and that'll be strike 3. Got him. All right, the Mets take the lead. We go to the bottom of the second. Lee May leads off against Terrific. That's a 58, and that's a ground ball, and that's through. Base hit. Lee May's on with a single, not a base stealer at all. Darren Johnson, good power, decent power, not very much, 13 home runs. Pitch, and a 43 with a 9 is lifted to center. Bosch, over, squeezes it for out number 1. Here's Tommy Helms. How's he? They got no strikeouts, so he's a good hit and run guy. Lee May is not very fast. We're not going to hit and run with him. That's a 0-4. That's a deep drive. And Helms got the ballpark with that 0. And that's going to be a 19 will be a double in the gap. Splits the outfield, and Lee May will stop at third. Not the type of guy that you want to send here. He's good. Yeah, he's Lee May. He's just average. 2 outs maybe. But Edwards, Johnny Edwards, Tom Seaver. Gets the sign from Grody. He's got May at third, Helms at second, only 1 out, and here's the pitch. And that's a 60, which will be ball 4. That's going to load the bases. Again, Seaver's not been getting the rolls. Not been getting the rolls at all. Leo Cardenas. Bases loaded. 1 out. Pitch. That's a 43. Maybe what the doctor ordered with a 1. No, that's popped up. With a 1, it's with a odd number, it's going to be the first baseman in foul territory. So it's going to be a foul out to Kranepool. And now it's Gary Nolan. So Seaver may get out of this one just yet. Not a very good hitter. And 66 will be strike 3. And Seaver blows a fastball by the pitcher to end the inning. The Reds leave the bases loaded. Sandy Alomar, who singled and then stole a base and who was thrown out at home. Trying to score on a sac fly with a 99 and a 3. And that's bounced to third. Darren Johnson, let me go over the defense. Darren Johnson at third, Cardenas at short, Helms at second, Lee May at first. And you got Edwards behind the plate. In left, you got Rose. Center, you got Pinson. And in right, you got Harper. Here's Chuck Hiller. Not much of a hitter. 26 will be a grounded to the first baseman. So that's a 3 unassisted. And it's Luplow. Al Luplow. And the pitch is he swings and he gets plunked in the ribs. Ouch. He heads on to first base. Had 1 stolen base, so he's not a threat to steal. And here comes Tommy Davis. Probably the best hitter on the Mets in 60 and 67. A 62 will be a check swing. They check with the first base umpire, and he rings him up, and Davis doesn't like that at all. Doesn't like that call. Harper now, the bottom of the third. Pitch from Seaver. 76, and that'll be a defensive result. Let's see if we can find that. Defensive result, 67. It's a 53, and a 53 goes to the catcher. Catcher's Grody. Catcher should be a 3. So he'll make that play. A little number in front of the plate, and Grody pounces on it. Fires it to first. 2-3. Put out. And here's Veda Pinson, 288 batting average with 18 home runs with a 98 and a 9. And that's a shallow fly center field. Racing in is Bosch, and Bosch with a sliding catch in center field. The defense is saving the Mets right now. Here's Pete Rose, a 301 hitter with a 25, and that'll be a defensive check. And that's a 65. And that'll be to second base. Base hit past the diving Hiller. And we'll double check what Hiller is. But, yeah, not a 3 won't even get it. So here's Lee May now with a runner at first and 2 outs. Pitch from Seaver. It's a 68, strike 3, and that retires the side. Seaver picks up another K. I believe that's Seaver's second K of the game. All right, so Eddie Kranepool leads off. Pitch from Gary Nolan, 0-0. That's a deep drive. And he's got a 9, a lefty, does not get the ballpark. A 65 will be down the line into the corner, and digging for second is Kranepool. Here's the throw, the tag by Helms, and he is safe. Oppo for Kranepool, and he gets a double out of it. Hustling, double. Kenny Boyer with a runner on second, nobody out, the pitch, and that's a 71, which will be a swing and a miss. Boyer chases a high fastball. Went up the ladder on him. And Grody now, Jerry Grody. Pitch from Nolan. That's an 80, and that's going to be a defensive check with a 69. And a 69 will be the third baseman. If he's a 3, he will hold, and actually he's a 2, so what did I say was 60, 69, a 2 is a base hit, but they'll hold Kranepool. So he knocks hard hit ball, and he knocks it down. The ball rolls away from him into the outfield grass, but not too far, and Cardenas is right there backing him up, keeping Kranepool at third. So Grody picks up a single, and here's Bosch. 1-0, top of the fourth pitch, and that's a 49er, and that's going to be a 2, is a tapper right back to the mound, a slow tapper. And Kranepool's going to what is slow? He holds on a slow one, I believe. So he will hold. He's out of first. He holds at third. Goes to second. Oh, unassisted. There we go. Done. All right, now it's Edwards. It's Seaver. Seaver with 2 outs and 2 runners on second and third. The pitch, it's a 99. Now that could be a pass ball on Edwards. We got to look at his pass ball rating. Edwards, if he's away, he's home. It's a pass ball. But the way I do it is 1, 2, 3. It's a pass ball. 4, 5, 6. It's not. So it's not a pass ball. So he blocks it. So Seaver gets another opportunity. Gary Nolan gets the sign from Edwards and the pitch, and that's a 16, which will be strike 3, and that ends the inning. So Nolan gives Seaver some gas, and we go to the bottom of the fourth. Darren Johnson with a 22, and that'll be a strikeout. Another K for Seaver. I believe that's his 4th of the game. I'm using Helper as my replay baseball. 85, and an 85 with a 7 is lifted to right. Ludlow near the line, and he makes the grab. 2-way. So Seaver is having a better game so far. Let's knock on, and we shouldn't have said anything because that's a defensive result with a 55, and that's going to be first baseman. First baseman, if he's a 3, he's good. If not, it's going to be a base hit. So let's see what the Kranepool is. A 3 first baseman, so he'll make a diving stab at it and gets back up, flips to Seaver covering, and that retires the side. Leading off is Alomar now. Here's a pitch, and that is a 29er, 29 with a 2, and that's a hard hit ball, but right in Nolan's glove. And he turns and fires the first 1-3. Chuck Hiller steps in the box, and the pitch and the swing, a 90, will be a 7, which is lifted to right. Harper over and makes the catch. Ludlow. All right, a 41 and a 0. That's a rip, and caught by Helms at second base. Hit it on the screws, but right at the second baseman. Bottom of the 5th, Leo Cardenas against Tom Terrific, and it's a 78, which will be a line out to second base. Ripped and right into Hiller's glove. Nolan with a 0-0, and that's rare. That's too high. That 9 is too high. It has to be 4 or less. So that will be the first out, which is a strikeout. Not much of a hitter. Batted at 104. Tommy Harper with 2 out, nobody on in the bottom of the 5th, 75. And that'll be a defensive result again. With a 26, and a 26 is a second baseman. If I think Hiller was a pretty good. Hiller's a 3. He'll make that play. Sets, plants, throws. And it's Tommy Davis here in the top of the 6th inning. Pitch. And a 26 will be a 4. Hard hit ball down the line. Darren Johnson backhands it. Fires the first in time. Cranepool. Top of the 6th, 1-0 Mets. And it's 28 with a 3. And that is a slow grounder to Lee May, who gets in front of it. And he'll tag the Boyer. I'm sorry, he'll tag the base runner. Whoever that was. Who was that? Ed Cranepool. Here, Kenny Boyer now, pitch, 38. That'll be a bouncer to third. Charging hard is Johnson. Gloves it, fires the first. And that's 3 outs. Bottom of the 6th, Veda Pinson leads off against Seaver. That's going to be a 62, and that's ball 4. Oh, boy. And Pete Rose doesn't strike out very much. There goes the runner, and that's going to be an 80. And it's going to be 2-3 is to third base, so he'll make it to second. So it's a 5-3 put out. And next is Lee May with a runner. The tying run is in scoring position here in the bottom of the 6th, so there's a little pressure on Terrific. Here's the pitch, and that's a 44. That'll be an out. Hit to second base, and Pinson will move to third. So with 2 outs, the tying run is at third, and up comes Darren Johnson. See what happens. Darren Johnson bats from the right side against Terrific. And the pitch, and that's a 98, which will be a fly ball left field. On the run is Davis, and he gets to it. Tommy Davis, what a catch in left field. Hung up there just long enough for Davis to get to it. And that would have scored had that dropped in, it would have scored the tying run. We go to top of the 7th. Jerry Grody leads off. And it's an 82 with an 8. A fly to left. Rose near the line makes the catch. Don Bosch. 20, and that'll be a defensive check on Bosch's card. An 89. 89 says the center fielder, which will make a nice running catch. If he has to be at least a 3, and I'm pretty sure he is at least a 3. Right? Veda Pinson, he is a 3. All right. So I'm doing pretty good so far with my memory. It's kind of memorized what the better players were. Here's the pitch, and that's a snake eyes for Seaver, and that'll be a strikeout. That ends the inning. We go to bottom of the 7th inning stretch. Get to that concession for that last beer before they shut down. All right, take me out to the ball game, and Tommy Helms is up. Bottom of the 7th inning, and that's a 65, which will be strike 3, and he goes down. Swing, heads back to the bench. Johnny Edwards with a 98, and a 2 is slow tapper to Cranepool at first, and he'll pick it up and step on the bag. 2 away. Leo Cardenas. Cardenas was a 258 hitter with 2 home runs. Pitch at 32 will be a 2 is again a slow tapper to Cranepool at first, and he makes the play back to back. Plays to Cranepool at first. Here's top of the 8th. Alomar leads off. Got an excellent, quick game because of the 299 with an 8. And that'll be lifted to left. And Rose, under it, squeezes it for out number 1. Chuck Hiller's next. 64, and that'll be strike 3 on Hiller, and he goes down on strikes. Al Lublow, a 23, and that'll be a 4. Bouncer to second base. Helms throws him out. All right, we're in the bottom of the 8th. Seaver looking good so far. 1-5-0 for the Mets, 0-3-0 for the Reds. And we're going to bring in a pinch hitter. This is where the game slows down a little bit. I had a conversation with somebody who was asking about that on one of the Facebook groups about, how do guys play 20-minute games? Well, there's a lot of different answers to that, and I gave him a long paragraph there. And if you come to Universal Baseball Association, you can read about it. We're looking at a lefty here. We're going to call on Frank Robinson. Frank Robinson will. Oh no, it's Floyd Robinson. Floyd Robinson. No, I don't think I have Frank Robinson on this team. All right, so it's Floyd Robinson. Excuse me. He was F. Robinson, so I immediately thought but it's Floyd Robinson. So here's the pitch. And that's going to be an 85 with a 9, and that's a shallow fly ball center field. Bosch is racing in, and Bosch comes up with it. Another excellent catch by the center fielder, saving a hit. And here's Tommy Harper with 1 out, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the 8th, 1-0 Mets. Here's the pitch, and that's a 17, which will be strike 3. Got him. Seaver brings the heat. Reached back for a little extra and blew it by Harper. And here's Veda Pinson with 2 outs, a 97, and that'll be a hard hit ball to shortstop in the hole. Long throw by Alomar, and he's out. And he doesn't think so. He thinks he beat it. There's no replay back then. New pitcher now. It's going to be Abernathy. He's their closer. And it's a one-run game, so I'll go with Abernathy. So let's see if there he is. I found him real fast. Everything's working in this game. All right, here's Tommy Davis. Here's the pitch, and that's a 69, which will be a strikeout. Goes down swinging. Chases a ball in the dirt. Ed Kranepool now here in the top of the 9th. 1-0 Mets. And that's a 61, which will be a swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks for Ted Abernathy. And Kenny Boyer now. Kenny Boyer hit 7 home runs, which is not very much, but never know. 44 and a 4 is hard hit ball in the hole, and that is Helms. He gets there and throws a first in time. All right. So this is the last licks for the Reds. They've got the top of the order, Rose, Lee May, and I think that's the top of the order. Probably not the top of the order. Let's look. Not that it matters, but no, it's not the top of the order. Rose starts. He's the 3rd place hitter, so 3rd, 4th, and 5th, the heart of the order, if you will. P. Rose against Tom Terrific, and that's a 0-8. That's going to be line base hit, and Rose is on with a single. Does he steal? He had 11 stolen bases. Let's see. Can he go here? He's a 10. Here is 0. Grody's a 0. There he goes, and he is safe. Stolen base. So the tying run is at second base. Here's Lee May. Pitch from Seaver. And that's going to be a 43 with a 7. And that's a hard hit ball to short. Alomar will look Rose back to the bag. Fires to first in time. All right, Darren Johnson now with the tying run at second base. Seaver gets the sign from Grody, and he's ready. And that's a 14, which will be a strike 3. Got him. Seaver blows a fastball by Darren Johnson. And the Reds are down to their last out. That was Seaver's 7th strikeout of the game. And it's Tommy Helms. Tommy Helms, a 274 hitter. Man, I wish I was facing Johnny Edwards. All right, Tommy Helms against Tom Seaver, 2 outs. Tying run is at second base, 1-0 Mets. So Seaver needs 1 more for a complete game, 4-hit shutout. Let's see if he can get it. Here's the pitch. And that is going to do it. Strike 3, and the ball game is over. Yes, sirree. Tom Seaver comes up huge. Blows away Tommy Helms with the tying run at second base. And the Mets are 3 and 14 on the season. 1967, they lost over 100 games. The Reds drop a game, but they're still up 13-7 in their record. Let's see, a couple of 2 hits for Jerry Grote. He's batting 263. 2 hits for Rose, batting 429 for the Reds. Gary Nolan and Ted Abernathy combined to pitch against the Mets, allowing 1 run between them both. And Tom Seaver picks up a shutout and lowers his ERA into the fours now. He really struggled in that game when he gave up 8 runs. So it's 9 innings, 4 hits, no earned runs, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. And that's all she wrote. And I'll set up another game. Having a great time pitching with Seaver in his rookie season, 1967. Yes, sirree. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. This is Tony Porter. Remember to like and subscribe. And I will see you guys soon, soon, soon. And remember to join Universal Baseball Association Facebook group and also Deep Drive Facebook group. Love to have you there. Love to see you. And $15 for all the cards. You can't go wrong with this game. It's got a little strat. It's got a little APA. It's got a little Status Pro. So if you've ever liked those games, you'll probably like this one. Take care.